The buffalo chicken and turkey they have. Borted's buffalo chicken.
Did you say
good.
buffalo chicken turkey?
Well, chicken and turkey. Like, my chicken turkey is delicious.
Listen,
Cock-a-doodle gobble!
It's
my chicken turkey.
It's lemon chicken turkey, okay? Lemon chicken turkey.
No, lemon pepper turkey.
Lemon
Turkey.
Lemon pepper turkey.
lemon chicken
Cock-a-doodle goggle.
Goggle?
Cock-a-boodle doodle. It's the lemon chicken turkey.
The body of a lemon, the tail of a turkey, and the head of a
The
chicken.
body of a lemon.
Yeah.
No, that's just a lemon. It's not like you. It's not like a
The
section of a
body
lemon.
is a lemon, but with chicken organs inside of it.
It's like you cut open a lemon and then just like a chicken wing inside.
Like a spleen fills.
What do we-
Is that the sound a spleen makes? Just... Welcome to the podcast.
Caleb visibly jumped.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Hello.
We're off
I'm
to a
Sam.
good start.
That's Chris. This
I'm
is
Chris.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Safe Point podcast. Today we're going to talk about some pods and cast them.
I got coffee on my pop filter.
Better than having it on your pants, dude. 'cause-
No, you know what it's not? It's a coffee filter.
If you want to see Caleb spill on his pants,
No.
Was that the
that's
RuneScape
the
or was that
RuneScape
Music
podcast.
Point?
I think
That's
that was
RuneScape.
RuneScape. One of our last two Hey, how about this? Watch both of our last two podcasts.
watch
and
all of
in
our
one
podcasts.
of them,
At
Caleb pees on himself.
one point,
also watch.
I was holding my drink, and then at the next point, I wasn't. I don't know what happened in
also
between.
watch the excellently edited Halo 3 video.
The
Because as Chris LePac's editorial debut on Safe
editorial
Point.
debut of Chris LePac.
I missed you on that video, man. Where you been?
I have been in the great state of. Well, actually, I was in Kentucky and Indiana. so I was
Where were
not
you
in a great
specifically on
state.
Friday?
That was
when
much
we
less
filmed.
beardless.
On Friday
feeling.
when you filmed it, I was in Indiana. I saw American Assassin actually at a movie
Whoa.
theater in Indiana.
Any good?
You know, I'll be honest. American Assassin. I felt like
What is American
That's
Assassin?
the Michael Keaton movie. Right?
Wait, what is
it's
American
Dylan
Assassin?
O'Brien
And Michael Keaton.
and Michael Keaton. Yeah, but
I don't care about the
mostly
other guy. It was
Dylan.
Michael
Dylan O'Brien's
Keaton.
great.
Is he Michael Keaton?
You know how like
He is
there's
not.
You know how like there's a little genre of movies where it's like
Bad.
international thriller. Like, there's a bomb somewhere,
Sure.
and an American person has to go and stop. The Muslims have a bomb specifically.
off my plane.
And an American person has to go and get that bomb. Like
Sure.
like the tour. Like a million movies like that, right?
Sure.
This fits in that exact same genre.
It's
And-
not shaking any walls.
It was better than the rest. I think it was pretty good. It was
that an expression?
It was not amazing. Yeah, not shaking any walls. Not amazing, but good.
What happens when you're a neighbor and oh gosh, they're making something new over there?
Yeah.
Shaking any walls?
You don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah, you don't want to rock the walls.
Shake the boat.
True story. My
So what if the
my
boat
freshman
has
year of
walls?
college, the assistant hall director of my dorm, who lives on my wing, because I got the assistant hall director's apartment is on my wing. He got married during our
sorry.
winter break. She lives on the wing with us. It was weird. But but to say the poor guys whose dorm room, which is also their bedroom,
Just banging all
shared
the
the
time?
wall with the bedroom for that apartment. They heard some things.
Oh,
Them walls were shaking.
yeah, we're making some new things.
Banging.
They
Making
actually
some bangs.
they did
Yeah.
conceive a child on our wing.
Hey-o.
So
that
Not,
so that
not,
confirms,
not like birthed it. They conceived it.
yeah, they created it.
so it confirms
Oh,
the banging.
No children that I know of have been birthed on First West Wingets.
I would probably fix
Not
that.
that you know of.
that you know
We
of.
did have an old guy. We had an old guy poop in our showers last
Maybe
year.
there's
It
like
was
a
weird.
hermit with a
basically the same
log of
thing.
how many babies have been born.
But yeah, so during the podcast
a
today,
secret
it'll be
book.
the usual rundown of what we've been doing and some topics. And
Talking about music.
during all of that, I'm going to be opening up these Zelda toys that I got. Like,
It's officially an unboxing.
it's an unboxing podcast. So I got.
Hey guys, we're just
I open
unbox
my
some
Darth
Zelda
Vader too?
toys.
Hey, go get your Darth Vader
I'm gonna
book.
go open Darth Vader.
So this is Christmas morning. So I bought
Unbox
from
point.
Toys R Us like literally at the start of summer. So 4 months ago, they had a sale on like these old world of
Wait,
Nintendo.
what actually?
toys.
What even is this?
I
Oh, this
don't
is
actually
okay. So
know.
you have Wind Waker here.
Yeah, it's all Wind Waker stuff. And Chris got a Darth Vader.
Black Series, yo.
So
Camera, there it is.
I apologize to all of our no audio listeners.
Thinking it's the other direction and it's not.
if you're listening to this podcast on iTunes when I start posting them on iTunes, then
Whoop.
I'm sorry that you can't watch me open up Zelda toys and Chris open a Vader.
Audio friendly today.
Here, let me describe Zelda for you. It's a guy.
He's green.
He's got a little wand.
Zelda's green.
He's got some big eyes.
And his name's Tingle.
His name's Blonde.
Blunt.
His name's Tingle.
Tingle. All right. So
Is Tingle in that for real talk?
in Wind Waker? No,
No,
I wish
that
Tingle.
in that
I wish
package.
Tingle was
No.
in
I was
this.
about to say if he is, just burn it.
Chris.
Wait, Tingle's a
Tingle-
great character.
Turn-
Tingle
Tingle is
is
the
in
worst.
Majora's Mask.
He is. You buy the
Yeah,
map.
he's
from
also
him.
in Wind Waker.
Yeah, he's in Wind Waker too. He's also in.
Oh,
isn't
he
he in
is?
Breath?
I don't know. I haven't played.
Hey,
it.
none of us have played. You've played Breath. Is Tingle in Breath?
I don't know.
You sinner.
He was created in Majora's Mask, and they carried him over to Wind Waker. Fun fact, he's also in Melee
Yeah. He also is
on the Majora's Mask map.
He got replaced in Twilight Princess by
Oh
the
yeah,
Postman.
right. I thought you meant as a character.
I think
playable Tingle.
I
Yeah,
think canonically, I think like the Twilight Postman is supposed to be like their version of Tingle.
well, I mean, the Postman was also in Majora's Mask.
Not Majora. Twilight.
I'm sorry, he was in. Well, he was in Ocarina. The Postman was.
Yeah, but have you seen the face of the Twilight Postman?
I don't think they're related.
It's freaking creepy.
I don't think it's supposed to be the
All
same
right,
thing.
so what are we doing for what have we been doing this week?
Huh?
What are we doing
Sorry,
for what
Wednesday.
have we been doing this week?
For I don't know. What have we been doing this week?
I don't know.
Nothing. That's what I edited a video which you can watch on YouTube.com/a million different things because we don't have enough subscribers to get a custom URL yet.
Yeah, it's oh gosh. Yeah, if you'd like to see us get a custom URL, we need 100 subscribers for that.
Share with your friends, please.
Or make 99 we're at 32 subscribers as of filming this.
I'm trying to keep all of this away from the microphone because this
So
plastic is
if
loud.
you could make what's that 68 bot accounts and just subscribe to our
Don't
channel
actually
at all.
do that.
Yes, please
Don't.
do it. Don't actually. Yeah, that's an easy way to get us kicked off of these.
Yeah.
Where did this come? What is this piece?
Chris, why didn't we just pitch the unboxing Zelda toys idea?
Huh?
We're a Zelda unboxing channel now.
We're
That's our new thing.
Zelda tube.
And Darth Vader's.
We're a
Vader.
Zelda Darth Vader unboxing
We
channel.
just open the same.
Don't
Darth
ask
Vader
why
every
both
week.
of them.
We just like keep finding like the Black Series Darth Vader and open it every single.
It's toward the back of the box. I'm kind of upset about it.
You should be. So hey Chris, do you want to get the hut?
You want to open Java?
Can we please open Java on the podcast?
I am-
So big.
Like a frustrated child trying to get.
Okay, this. So the little. Oh, he fell out.
No,
Mine
like
came out easy.
I got actually legitimately upset with the fact that I was freaking
So
this
the
thing.
the camera can never see it because I'm not gonna get up and move it. Ganon fell and is standing. He landed on his feet.
Well,
Look
yeah,
at
he
that.
downbeat.
Oh. Play that game later.
That's a smashing joke, ladies and
What's
gentlemen.
the name of that move? Wizard Foot.
I'm
not making that up either. That's the actual name of Ganon's downbeat in Super Smash Bros.
This is like, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle.
You can put Girl Zelda on it.
Can we, hey Caleb, can we solve the? Wait a second.
Girls. You can put the boy Zelda and the girl Zelda on it.
So this chest.
Where does Darth Zelda go?
There we go.
You can put Zelda in the hut and look
what about Fat Zelda?
at.
Fat Zelda.
Yes, Fat Zelda
So
goes.
regular Zelda?
Fat Zelda is not allowed in the hut.
Zelda's fat.
Wait, why do they bother making this go up? Like, what does it?
Why not?
It doesn't stay up.
Because reasons.
Wait, look, it stays up.
What is that?
What's it
the
what's
door.
it what's
It's
it
the
do?
door.
Why is that what it is?
Why is that what it is?
I mean, that was probably the worst way to
Here's-
word that
Hey,
question.
look, the guys, just so you know, the door slides up and down. The package made sure to tell us all.
Oh, that's
Why
awesome.
does this guy look like a bird?
Oh, I hope that was supposed to come out. Oh no,
Oh.
it was. Okay. Whew.
I'm gonna
Okay.
throw this.
So something I just discovered
Here's
is the
boy
blade comes
Zelda.
out of Darth Vader's lightsaber.
And I got Girl Zelda.
Look, he can open the door and he can moonwalk back through the door.
Well, that's some attention to detail on this thing. I don't know if you guys know this, and I'm about to get ultra nerd on you right here. But in A New Hope, Darth Vader's cheekbones and his mask are made of two different materials. One of them is gunmetal, and the other one is like glossy rather than matte. So that way, the camera lighting would be able to picture it up properly, and you'd be able to. It wouldn't just be like a flat black on the film.
Oh.
But they have, and so like one of his cheeks is actually a bit more. I think it's his left one is actually a bit more silver than it is black. because it's like gunmetal.
But it still appears to have like almost a sinister black shimmer.
Yeah, exactly. And it helps bring out the definition on the
That's
old
kinda cool.
film that they were, because I mean this is the 70s. It's not like everything was super high definition or anything.
Right.
But they actually, if you look closely at this toy, his left cheek is a brighter color than the right one. He's also got like the tinted red lenses.
Wait, can I see?
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
they did that on. What would be
I imagine they
really
did this
That had
on
to be on
purpose.
purpose.
So
What would be really funny is if they just like screwed that one up. We'll have
It's a legitimate thing. My
find out
father
next
has
week.
a.
Find out next week when we open a different Vader.
dude, what?
The same Vader.
It's
And a Zelda to accompany it.
now. That's why it's super rare for me to know that this is based off of A New Hope. Also, because if you look at his chest piece, you see how the cloth comes over the shoulder pit.
Oh, we were. All right, guys, more ASMR.
Do you see how the cape comes over his pauldrons there? It only did that in A New Hope. In Empire Strikes Back, that sits over the top of his cape.
Oh, wait.
You learn new things every day.
Also, the lenses are tinted red, which they were black in the other two films.
The
You
lenses.
can actually see the actor's face in a couple of the shots. In
I
A New
remember
Hope.
that. Yeah.
Which is cool because they replicated the red lenses and the cheek for Rogue One.
I was about to ask,
Yeah.
like, how, because those movies were set blank to blank, and so
Yeah. Oh yeah, Rogue One is like it launches right into A New Hope, and so yeah, it's that's why Vader's lenses are redder in Rogue One, is because they're trying to match the New Hope helmet.
dude, imagine trying to watch those movies, like, not knowing,
Oh, just like
being like an
sequentially-
old person and not knowing the difference between like the era in like special effects and whatnot.
Oh my god,
So you
going
watch-
from Rogue One to A New Hope.
I'll just be like, dude, why did they like run out of power on their guns or
Can you
something?
imagine
Or, like,
how lame the Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight has to look after that fabulous Darth Vader scene
Chris,
in Rogue One?
Yes.
It's always kind of looked lame.
Not when it first came out, surely.
oh my gosh, what?
We wouldn't
Okay.
know. We're all too young for
So
that.
so to start things off, what have you guys been?
This is probably one of the coolest toys that I own right now. This thing is awesome. He looks so good.
This packaging, they like
They
twist,
don't want you to enjoy your toy.
They twist tied it all in. The twist it's like this one. You know that one had like one. This one has like 15 twist ties.
Darth
that are all,
Vader's
like,
doing
done
the
on
choke
back.
thing too.
it's so
Careful not to choke on your aspirations, director. Hashtag dad jokes.
hashtag. I thought that
I thought it was perfectly in character. People made a bit too big a deal out of it.
I didn't like it at first because I thought it was totally like, oh, okay, so they have to give the bad guy a one-liner. Great. But it ended up being fine.
That's what Darth Vader does, though.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at like Empire Strikes Back alone. There's a point where the one captain is going to apologize to him for jumping out of hyperspace too early in the Battle of the Hoth, and then the next time we see him, it's like a hard cut onto the Imperial Star Destroyer that Vader's on, and he's choking to death. And the only thing that Vader says, because there's nobody else in the room, Vader just says apology accepted and then like walks off.
Oh.
Like that's the sort of thing he does. He's like he's been
Destroyed.
dropping one-liners and dad jokes the entire series. It's just that people are more receptive to that sort of thing nowadays.
It's like who's the thing that made a joke about supervillains who are really good dads? It's like you have to call your cronies up and tell them to kill the guy, and then you call your wife and be like, "No, honey, make chocolate chip cookies," and then and that's what Vader is: dad jokes and villainy.
Caleb, it's you.
All right, Darth Vader's going back here with.
It's Caleb. It's Caleb. Everyone.
A
So it's like
cold dead rock.
is 2 scale Darth Vader twice as tall as Cade 6, and is BB-8 taller
Okay
than
with a
Skull
robot.
Kid.
BB-8 is actually bigger than everyone. I can't get Vader to stand up.
Fun fact about BB-8. BB-8 played the boulder in Indiana Jones: Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's true. That was
Oh
his
wow!
That was
I
the
knew I
first-
recognized him somewhere.
Yeah, that was the first big role that BB-8 was in.
Do y'all know the legitimate origins of BB-8? Like where his design came from?
I'm gonna guess like
meth.
Plato or like whoever invented the sphere,
Don't shoot.
or like
Like a Dyson sphere. Actually, J.J. Abrams was doodling on set of The Force Awakens, and then drew like the big circle and the smaller circle, and he looked at it and he went, "Huh," and he gave it to ILM. He's like, "Create something." He's like, "I have an idea," and gave it to them, and they created BB-8.
huh?
So a BB-8 actually sprung from J.J. Abrams' wonderful, wonderful brain.
Chris only says that because he looks like J.J. Abrams.
I love Abrams so much.
You know, you do kind of look like J.J. Abrams.
Especially if I let my hair grow a certain way. I did a side-by-side picture once, and it
Oh, like how it kind of like let it
looked,
like wave
it
up a little
looked
bit.
weird. It was weird.
See, it's funny. This is just the least audio-friendly podcast we'll ever do.
Oh well.
As we talk about,
Here's the
like,
thing:
how
we don't offer any audio only formats of this show,
Yeah.
so suck it.
Someday I'm gonna backlog them all on
That's
iTunes
right.
so people can watch them.
I'm
listen
working
Take that,
on it,
loyal
actually.
viewers. Oh,
So
I've been doing research into putting our stuff somewhere. SoundCloud might be our best
So
option.
do
for
we
now.
do we just want to say that opening these things have been what we've been doing and go into?
Yeah,
and
we
go
haven't
into
been doing
platform?
anything.
So topics.
no, I just sat at home waiting for
Who wants to start with
this.
topic?
Dang it. All right, as sequential sad noises.
Caleb, why don't you start?
What's your topic?
Do you guys have your own topic? I will say. Okay, so
Do you
yeah,
not
I'll
have
go
a topic?
first. No, I have a topic.
Okay,
it's,
sweet.
It's a deep
I
topic.
also have a topic. I have two
Okay,
topics.
so
I have a topic that I'm very excited about.
here's the thing. So
It's not Star
we've been
Wars.
talking about this a little bit, and I had this
Star
topic
Wars.
actually before I even like we were pitching ideas and doing stuff like that, and so I'm
Sorry, I can't hear you over the plastic.
Neither can our listeners.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Sam was like, "Hey guys, how do you do this?" Wait, are we doing something? Sorry.
It's these stupid. You can't even see them because they're like clear. It's these stupid like clear plastic. They're not like metal twist ties where they untwist. They're like plastic.
We clean up the
twist ties.
set to do everything, and then this is what happens.
It's like Satan twisted these on. Like they're awful.
Satan.
So, yeah, take
Satan
that.
bot.
Oh, don't
Boys
throw
up.
that? No.
But it's
Please
boys.
throw all
I
of
was
the
gonna
new
play with
toys.
that. No, my toys.
Oh no, female Zelda.
You can have this one. And make some sort of weird amalgamation of desert, grass, and ocean. There you go.
Yes, and
Have
also
fun.
that
Have fun, Jimmy. Okay, so
topic.
what?
Topic.
Oh yeah, topic. Right. So recently, when we were discussing kind of like pitching ideas and standing out on YouTube, and so I was kind of thinking,
That wasn't here. I should clarify. That was before. That was off camera.
right. So we were kind of discussing like, okay, what's the best way that we
Carve our
make
own
our
dish.
channel,
Stand out.
right? And so, you stick your butt on my microphone. Does any have anti-butt
There are
spray?
no channels that unbox toys. It's perfect.
So what kind of, your guys' perspective, what kind of makes us, stand out as far as originality of content goes, or like just, humorous appeal or whatever it might be?
I think we're funny.
I think I'm funny.
I do.
I think
I do think I'm funny. Kick
All right,
your mic
everyone
stand
bumped their
some more.
microphones. Just support Sam.
I would say I'd say thanks for standing with me in solidarity. We have the highest percentage of bald people out of I think any of the YouTube channels.
Ever.
any YouTube channel.
Ever.
Wait a minute.
We're
Hold on.
33.3% bald.
I don't want to like
33%
rain on
bald.
your parade, Sam, but like I can think of like 5 popular bald YouTubers.
No, but they're just one of them. They don't count.
Sam, there's only one of you on this channel.
No, but like okay, no. When we talk about like a bald YouTuber, like a Tyler One or something like that, just Tyler. But like there's multiple of us. Like Funhouse has their one bald guy.
Bruce isn't bald.
Bruce.
He's
No, he's not.
balding.
Bruce is
He's got
sometimes-
hair,
He's
though.
sometimes bald.
shaves.
But you knew who I was talking
voluptuous
about.
He shaves.
locks
You knew
are
who I was
not to
talking
be
about.
diminished.
I would argue that Jeremy on Achievement Hunter is more bald than
Yeah,
Bruce.
no, he is.
Well, he shaved his head though.
Yeah, so but that's what I'm saying. They might have their one token bald guy, but
It's a token bald
So
guy.
that makes you our token bald guy.
but no. But
Sam
for
watches
them,
a new podcast. I don't have a bald guy. I don't like it.
token
They
bald
can't
guy.
respect me.
their token bald guy is like one like
Can
out
you,
of like
can you change your Safe Point Sam name to Token Bald Guy?
token bald guy. So here's the thing: is that their token bald guy is like 1% of their operation. There's so many people who work there. There's 3 of us.
That's true. There are three.
I'm a third of us. That's our niche.
What about a channel that has like 50%? Okay, so what you're saying is, of all the channels that have exactly 3 people, we're the one with one bald guy.
Yeah, probably.
We just mentioned 2 channels that have one bald guy.
Yeah, but they have more than 3.
Yeah, but they have more than 3 people, Chris. So suck it.
Sure.
But like, what do you
I
think?
understand what you're saying. I just think it's dumb.
Oh, well then, I see. So my
I'm just kidding. I love you. Sam.
my perspective, Sam, you're okay. And so my perspective is
Harsh
like,
words from Caleb.
yeah, I'm freaking
He's got the vinegar tonight.
vinegar.
It's okay. I'm making a puzzle over here.
To be fair, it's a really cool puzzle. Oh, it's even got the mailbox.
This is like trying to have a serious discussion While your toddler is in the other room going, eh!
Shoot. Broken.
I'm so interested in this puzzle thing.
Puzzle point. Puzzle point.
Puzzle points.
We're puzzle tubers now.
Is that a thing?
So, anyways.
I'm sorry, Caleb. What were you saying?
What, like in my perspective, obviously
What's our niche? I don't know. That's what we were trying to figure out. At our meeting earlier.
I like watching your guys' content because, while I do appear on the channel a lot, as your channel, and so I kind of get that perspective outside in of like.
I feel like you should answer then.
The chemistry that goes on between the three, and that's something that appeals to certain people and something that doesn't to others, and so that just is what it is. But I think expounding upon that chemistry is kind of like the point of that, our individuality.
That's what we're going for. We only been here about a month.
Tetra and Link are just gonna
bang. They're banging.
Now,
They're banging.
As
Look at them
Chance
bang.
the Rapper once said, "Do what grown folks do when grown folks are grown and they dating."
Put that booty on that Gucci belt.
Put that booty on that Gucci belt.
I don't think those two lines.
Completely different songs.
Wait a minute. No, I'm not a rapper, but
But I'm not
the
a
Gucci
rapper.
belt thing, I think, is from a DJ Khaled song.
From
I'm the one, yeah.
I know
I'm the one, yeah.
So where'd Gannon go? So look, they're up there. Oh no.
Gosh dang it, Sam.
It's bad. So this is the scene. So Gannon wakes
I
up.
can see that really well.
So Gannon wakes up in the morning. He opens up his door. Gannon walks out. And he's like,
Goes to get his coffee.
"You want to get his coffee from the chest back here?" Because
The chest opens!
Yeah, so he
They
goes
can't
and
see that, but the chest
he
opens.
goes and gets his coffee from the chest. And then Link wakes up in the morning. The door is like supposed to open on this, but it doesn't. So I was trying to get it open. It was like kept closing on me. I don't know if I'm dumb or something.
It's like a
So while
is it a
Gannon's
push
boulder
or
rolling
pull?
down a hill.
pull, I think. So while Gannon's getting his coffee from the chest, and Caleb's right here watching him get his coffee.
While Gannon's getting his
Wait.
coffee, Link's getting some Tetra.
Link like walks over here and he swims over, and Tetra's just up there sunbathing.
Wait,
and
how
he's
am I
like,
the Rock again?
He's like, "Sup, babe?
Wait a minute.
Do you want to put your booty on my rupee belt?"
Wait a minute.
And then Gannon goes over here and he climbs on the roof and he watches. That's what Gannon
This
does.
got really weird.
Gannon's the bad guy.
That went from 100
Dude.
to 100 so fast.
Like an ancient alien a future
What's going
like
on here?
alien's gonna explore our world and find that. This is just that, and be like, dude, what?
They'll find
What
this
happened?
podcast and be like, the humans were weird.
So that's what "Good morning, sunshine," says Gannon from the top of the roof. Wakey, wakey, tofu, eggs, and bakey.
I don't know.
And then girl and boy Zelda go to the hut, and Ganon says, "Wakey, wakey," and Caleb's in the distance watching them.
And Caleb's back here at the Easter Island head. It's just,
that's the head that is constantly
I'm
like
stoic.
blowing wind.
Yeah,
You have to get the iron boots to get on the
yeah,
island.
but you know how Caleb's always kind of blowing wind on the podcast? It's the same thing.
Blowing wind. Ooh, is
I'm
that
pretty sure that was an insult. Are you just gonna take that line down?
Is that
Caleb?
I mean, I'm sitting really.
Don't knock over Darth Vader. It took me forever.
I'm so confused. Blowing wind.
Pushing up BB-8.
And then all of a sudden,
Is it like a hot air balloon that
skull kid.
the Skull Kid appears. And then the real story of Majora's Mask is about the friendship that forms between Ganon and Link and female Link while they set out on their majestic.
It's Zelda and
It's
female.
Zelda and female Zelda. Zelda and female Zelda. Okay.
Well, Zelda and Linkle set out to save Hyrule. This podcast has gone downhill really quickly.
Gosh, this podcast is gonna be called freaking.
Uh-huh.
I didn't.
Dumb, stupid point.
I should have thought of a
Stupid
joke
point, I
before I
like
said it.
Stupid point. Stupid point.
I'm gonna
Productions.
move my microphone. It's gonna make some noise. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm still sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. There we
Dude,
go.
I think at this point, if people were concerned about the noises that were being produced,
I just wanted to clarify.
The noise that I'm concerned is the words that are coming out of my mouth. That's the
Oh, Sam, I like. the
Okay, so-
words. I like your words, Sam.
To right the sinking ship. Sam, what's your topic?
All right,
Caleb's topic was a great topic. And we're that crap right there. That's why we're unique.
To answer your topic real fast, Caleb, is I don't have an answer for you. We're working on
to answer your topic.
Out our niche.
I don't have an answer.
That's an answer.
You know, when I was a little kid, and I would say, my mom would say, "Sam, who ate the cookies?" And I would say, "Oh, I don't know. I don't have an answer, Mom." And then she'd throw me downstairs.
What did she tell you to do with the cookies?
I don't think that's true.
Put me in my cage and say,
Wait,
"That's
what
not
did-
a real
That
answer,
doesn't
Sam."
sound right.
You know, that part
And I
I'm
would
less
sit
concerned
in my
about.
cage
What
for
did she tell you to do with the cookies?
2 or 3
I don't
days.
see
She'd
that
ask me
doesn't
who ate
sound-
all the cookies, and I'd say, "I don't have an answer." Then I'd sit in a cage for 2 days.
I don't think that's
For
true.
2 days.
That doesn't sound right.
Wow. You shouldn't have been such a bad person, Sam.
It's my own
Maybe
fault.
you wouldn't have been in the cage
You
for
know
so long.
those doggy shot collars?
Sam, what's your topic?
Those doggy shot collars.
This is Sam delaying because he forgot.
No, I have 2 topics. I have 2 topics. All right, we're gonna take a communal poll.
If you need to, if
already
you
know
ever
what-
need
you
Sam
already
to
know
get back
what's
on point,
potentially culturally, potentially like sensitive topic or not potentially sensitive topic.
depends on the. Okay, why don't you introduce the
No,
top?
just pick one. Just pick one. Chris
No.
already knows what they both are.
No, I'll go with culturally insensitive.
Not
topic.
insensitive, potentially insensitive. All right, so I don't know if you have been following.
I'm so tired of talking about this.
We talked about it at dinner.
It's everywhere. I'm just tired of hearing
We're
about it.
talking about it. All
It's
right,
supposed to be a
so,
positive show.
What's up?
so Caleb, this is positive.
Not positive.
Positively stupid.
Do you know how high global temperatures are?
So Caleb,
And like suicide
and
rates,
everyone-
man?
oh,
I just-
and everyone else who's watching, if you haven't been living under a rock, then you probably heard about what's going on in the NFL right now. Have
Nope.
you heard about what's going on in the NFL?
Literally no idea.
So basically, a bunch of teams are just either all kneeling during the national anthem as like a silent protest, or like a couple teams, I think 3 or 4 teams, just didn't come out at all during the national anthem, just stayed in the locker rooms during
Just
the
the
national
one team.
anthem.
It's just the Steelers.
1 or 2 other teams did it also.
I didn't hear about
I
that.
think I've heard of the 3 teams that did it. I know for sure the Steelers were the big one because there was one Steelers player who was a vet who did 3 tours in Iraq who actually went out by himself and stood for the anthem.
I didn't hear about any other teams staying in the locker room. I just heard about.
So
I
what's
think
the idea?
Bills did. There was one other team that did. Anyway, and the big thing that they're doing is it all goes back to Colin Kaepernick a couple years ago protesting police brutality. So Colin Kaepernick starts with kneeling during anthems and saying, I'm going to kneel and sit down to protest against the police brutality, which, we're not even going to get into that at all. That's not the point of this. But the point that I wanted to bring up is kind of just opinions. So you know what's going on. You don't really know. So basically, NFL players are kneeling during the anthem instead of like standing, which you're exposed to stand during the anthem.
Yeah,
whatnot.
have your heart over it.
Yeah.
And doing what?
Have your
And
heart
like,
over your
and
what?
so they're following the forehead, and then you say, "Oh, say can," and so wait a minute. Is that the national anthem I was just singing? Oh yeah, that is the national anthem. I was just making sure I didn't sing like a totally random song. Wait a minute.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
No, so like the point is that if they're doing it for a good cause, sure, whatever. It's mostly like it is just a symbolic thing, and like patriotism is great when you're talking about nationality, or I'm sorry, not nationalism. Not the same thing at all. When you're talking about nationalism and like kind of standing by your country and all that, that's a different topic than like, oh, I just don't feel like singing the national anthem.
I think the thing is, a lot of people take it are taking it as like a direct attack against the military, like saying like, oh, like, when you stand during the national anthem in support of our military, so they aren't supporting our military.
I don't know if
It's not just that. It's they see it as a disrespect to the flag and the sacrifice that people have made to create. They're constantly launching the "freedom isn't free," by ironically, pooping on people for taking the freedom that they have to kneel during the anthem, and then saying that they shouldn't be doing that because that freedom was paid for with people's lives.
I've heard a lot of people say things like they're disrespecting the country that has provided a way for them to make millions of dollars playing a game, like things along those lines.
Not to mention, I don't know if you heard about this, and I feel like this is an important thing to me in this conversation. Just after I heard about this was I don't remember specifically what game / what team it was that was doing, but the entire team was kneeling on Sunday, and all of the people around them were booing and yelling at these players who were kneeling during the national anthem. it's just that sort of irony of I'm going to boo and yell and jeer at you for disrespecting the national anthem and not standing and saluting while not standing and saluting,
which is a bit ironic.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of how ridiculous I find it.
Chris and I had a funny talk at dinner about all the ways we disrespect the flag. In
I wish
everyday life.
I find that a bit silly to begin with, anyway.
Technically, you're not supposed to like have hold the flag out and flat like they do at every football game across the field. You're not supposed to merchandise the flag, like all sorts of things. It's crazy. Not supposed to turn it into clothing.
So I have a pair of American flag swim trunks.
There's a flag on your hat.
Yeah, but like it's just like a thing.
I understand. That's ridiculous.
But
which is kind of the point that I'm saying. But technically, those are all things. But I mean, this is the one thing that people get upset about.
I think the best way to play devil's advocate here in favor, because I don't want us all to be crapping on the people who have the military people, especially who might be bothered by this.
Well, I come from a military family.
It's true.
It's like I understand how people feel, like how the military people feel about it specifically. A lot of them are boycotting the NFL.
NFL viewership is down big right now.
Fox News went.
Fox is down, and we were just watching Entertainment Insider or whatever, Extra Inside. What were we watching?
Really stupid.
We were at this called Bento Go. It's like an Asian takeout place that Caleb had a horrible experience at the one time we went with him.
He's the only one that had a bad experience. We
I ordered chicken and I got teriyaki.
If you live in,
I got calamari.
If you live in the Dublin, Columbus area, go to Bento Go.
Bento Go is amazing.
It's real cheap too.
Just don't get the teriyaki.
Just don't get the teriyaki chicken. It's disgusting.
Get the spicy teriyaki.
Everything else
chicken.
is fine.
Everything else on the menu is great. The sushi's
teriyaki
amazing.
chicken is
sushi's cheap.
Their
too.
crab rangoons,
Man,
is really good. I'll be throwing up the rest of the night because that sushi I ate, but.
No,
I'm just kidding. The sushi's great. It's
really good.
Safe.
Don't say that.
Anyway,
Bento Go and we hope they succeed.
Bento Go's awesome. Bento Go, if you could. This is podcast brought to you by Bento Go.
I wish.
It's not brought to you by Bento Go.
Anyway, so
all I can smell.
This podcast brought to you by sushi.
But either way, so Fox, one of them between Fox and CBS, one was down 11% this week as compared to the same week last year. No, it's in NBC. Sunday Night Football was up by 4%.
Oh, okay.
But then two of the other ones were down by 11 and 16%. 16% is a lot of viewership to be losing.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, for us, that's like 5 views.
That's a lot.
But
for them, that's like
we were talking
a billion.
Like 16% is like legitimately like.
I'm going to answer this text. Don't
several 100,000 people. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. You're talking about the nationality thing. The flag thingy.
Well, the only real explanation as to why NFL viewership it was going to hit a ceiling at some point. NFL has been going like this forever.
It's fine. Yeah. It's just because it's like it's this turmoil thing, and everyone has their own opinion on it.
It's a pretty controversial thing,
right? And it's very deeply like okay. I think honestly, you just have to examine the why as to why they're kneeling, and it totally makes sense. And
yeah, honestly, I think there are both merits. There are merits to both sides of these things, but there are also some obvious. I mean, it's like the football players are protesting against something that I think is an important issue, and I. Sure. Unlike a lot of people, I feel like I don't blame them for using the platform that they have to speak out about this thing, because I mean otherwise how are these things how's this conversation supposed to get started, supposed to get dealt, but I don't think that they should be doing this without expecting the sort of backlash that sort of thing comes with, because I mean even though that's not their intention, you still have the almost the appearance of disrespecting the sacrifice that people have made for that freedom, that sort of thing, because it doesn't look great, but it's like I understand the arguments of both sides.
Here's the thing that I kind of keep getting back to is that police brutality, in any reason, whether it's race-based or not, but especially race-based police brutality, is awful. Mm-hmm. Like I hate watching like the Facebook video of people like live streaming themselves like being harassed by police officers like that. That happens. It's horrible. It's wrong. Something needs to be done about that. Yes, I think we can all agree that police brutality shouldn't happen. But the flag and the national anthem aren't explicit symbols of the police.
I agree.
If anything, they're more symbols of our military. And what a lot of people get back to is the idea that like how many people over the course of the last 250,
Maybe it's
300
a
years
component
have
of
died.
like,
Well,
what if
what-
it's like, oh, so this is the problem with the system in America as far as lawmaking goes, and as far as upholding the law goes, and like, what's the point of upholding the law if the people who uphold the law do these things? And that's maybe the perspective that they're taking. For,
Kaepernick's original statement is that the reason he knelt is that he doesn't. I mean, and again, it's different. I think it's kind of taken on a different meaning now. It's not just the thing that Kaepernick was saying, but Kaepernick's stance on it was that he didn't feel right like paying respect to an America that allowed these things to happen. Which
Sure.
I was like, ooh, I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's like, it's America that is
but
allowing
it's
these things to happen.
for-
it's like, okay, it's a couple.
No, that's what the
But
stance is.
here's the thing: Kaepernick at the same time is also reaping the dividends of that America.
Oh, sure.
So it's like
I get it.
With
Don't
one
get me
hand,
wrong.
with one hand, he slaps America, and with the other hand, he collects his like several $1 million paycheck for playing a sport, like literally for throwing
For
a
playing
ball,
a game.
for
Yeah.
throwing a ball on a field. So it's like, yes,
He's still not playing anywhere, right? Like,
no, Kaepernick hasn't gotten a job,
Yeah, it sucks
and
for him.
I will throw this out there. While
I wish I felt bad for him. It's just I'm having a hard time.
I don't, and here's why: people are totally okay with Tim Tebow not getting a job for being an outspoken Christian, but they're not okay with Kaepernick not getting a job for being an outspoken against like the police.
I don't know. There are plenty of people that are okay with Kaepernick not playing.
Well, a lot of there's a large growing portion, especially as the NFL players are kneeling more. They're like, well, why doesn't Kaepernick have a job?
Oh, sure.
Everyone
We
kneels
just
now.
watched the Cowboys do it tonight.
Yeah,
The entire team.
Jerry Jones kneeled to them, which was kind of cool.
Most of the staff.
And kind of cool from the standpoint of seeing the solidarity Jerry Jones had with his players. It's not a stance on what they were doing. It was cool to see Jerry Jones do something with his players instead of just. I heard someone on the radio today refer to him as Massa Jerry Jones. I was listening to
Yikes.
like an urban radio station. He kept referring to Jerry Jones like a slave owner. I was like,
Yikes.
he owned the team, but I don't.
Is it just
uncomfortable.
because they're from Dallas? Because I mean,
don't
it's just
know.
I'm not.
Talk radio was toxic today.
Hey,
About
so long
this.
story
Toxic
short,
radio, we're like-
racism bad. America sometimes good, sometimes bad. And,
America, I think, for the
NFL
most
is
part,
just a
is
game,
great.
so go
It's
watch
just a game.
NFL.
Or don't.
Or don't if you don't like football like me, who knows nothing about it and is like, what are you talking about? Freaking people kneeling at the thing.
I think the important thing to do is not make a rash decision and try and see the merits of both sides and find a way to find unity in that. Because everything is so divided right now and so hostile towards each other's side, which I don't think it needs to be over something like this.
I think it's
It's a football game at the end of the day.
and what people keep missing. I think my final thought, I guess, would be that it is possible to both say, I love and support our military, your family included.
Mm-hmm.
I actually hate your family. I'm kidding. The packs are great.
They don't watch this. It's
Freaking, I
okay.
hear that name
Your
and I'm
sister
like,
and brother, maybe.
Sometimes.
Eli, shout outs.
And Hannah.
The weekly Eli shout out.
And Hannah, I'll include you. She
Eli, what's
worked.
up?
She worked her first
Yeah.
day on her job today.
Congrats, Hannah.
Congratulations,
hey,
Hannah.
good job.
But yeah, no. So like, people keep missing the fact that with one hand I can say yes, I love and support the military. With the other hand, I can also say, and police brutality is bad.
Yeah.
But also, as one quick side note about
Yeah, but
police
that
brutality,
implies that like you don't have two hands that like work together.
No,
oh gosh.
you have to blindly follow one side of an argument, Sam.
That's what I've learned from being an American citizen for the last few years. Blindly follow one side.
What have you learned? I have two hands.
Final topic, Mr.
Final
Novak.
topic.
Final topic.
I'm gonna do a complete 180 here, and I'm gonna bring our gaming focus channel back to video games.
Hey, dude,
This
no.
is the first gaming
When
topic
we're
on the
Zelda,
podcast
then we're
in like 2
NFL.
weeks.
Now we're gaming.
Which
what
is
are we
funny
going to do
'cause
next?
I think most of the music talk has been spurred on by me the last couple of weeks. Which sucks because we
'Cause
talked about
music's-
music for so long now, and now I feel like I don't have a ton to listen to. So if any of you have some good music suggestions, I'm super open
The
to
new Quinn album.
any-
You got a
anything.
million.
Oh, I've already listened to it like
So
5 times. It's
good.
really good. I'm just looking for something new. I'm just kind of waiting for the new
Go through
AVR
some
to
music
drop.
sound-
soundtracks,
topic.
dude.
This is not my topic.
Go through some music soundtracks. Interstellar. Listen to that on a work day.
Ooh, yeah, it's a good one.
Dude,
I mean, your work day will be like an existential crisis, but
do you know how many times I listen to the Interstellar sound?
Or listen to The Adventure Zone, which is a great podcast.
I don't want to listen to a D&D.
Do you know how
podcast.
hard
dude, no, like, okay, hold on.
I
Totally steamrolling Sam's topic, and I'm sorry about that, but like, if you listen to the Interstellar soundtrack while doing like anything, for real, I was like,
It's stressful.
I'm in my desk chair doing things, and I'm like, I just want to get up and like go run through a cornfield.
Yeah. Interstellar soundtrack. That's Hans Zimmer, baby.
I still haven't seen Interstellar.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard the soundtrack.
How have we both not seen it?
Oh, I remember this. I have. It,
You know, it has a better soundtrack as Inception.
I mean, yeah, but like that's
you know
like
what has
saying,
a better soundtrack? Your topic
Is my topic.
What's your topic?
My topic. And I've discussed this briefly with the both of you off camera, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again, but I want...
Undertale is a better soundtrack than both of those.
False. Undertale's overrated. Hashtag brave tweet.
I think my sock's inside out. It is.
Yes, I agree with Chris. It's a good game, but it's overrated. It's a very good game.
My topic,
This whole podcast.
which is great because it ties in so well to me opening a Darth Vader today, is my topic has to do with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yeah, and specifically
both inside.
the amount of it's kind of a discussion on the amount of content in a game at launch versus games as services and that sort of deal. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say there might be some mild spoilers for the stuff that's going to be launching with Battlefront 2 because I've been taking a look at leaks and stuff for that sort of thing. And I'm going to be discussing those leaks. So if you want to go in 100% blind about what's going to be in Battlefront 2, so long. That's the end of the podcast. I love you. Thanks for watching.
I'm not Sam or Chris. I'm the other one.
I am Caleb. That's
I'm
Chris.
female Zelda.
That's Darth Vader.
Darth Tater.
Darth. I love it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have looked at the leaks outside of what I've told you about them.
They're like really long green vegetables.
But because I have not had the conversation with you, I'm going to go ahead and
My
go
favorite
over it
part about
again
the
real
leaks
fast.
Are when I'm at like Kroger and they start misting.
Are leeks like celery or like radishes? Are they like
They're
really-
onions.
Are they technically? Are they the onion family?
They're onions, yeah.
Verdelia or more in the sweet onion family?
I don't know.
Are they classified as a root?
Did you guys ever watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2?
I never watched the first one.
Yeah, I saw the second.
Oh,
the
Bill
first
Hader
one.
voices the main character. The only reason I asked, I never saw the second one. In the trailer, though, there's a point where they're like on an island that's full of like sentient food.
Yeah.
And they're going down a river. And at one point, he's like, there's a leak in the boat. And then there's a leak sitting in the thing, and it starts screaming.
Yeah.
Like the onion, like a leak.
So
He's like,
wait.
Yeah.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. What does he? Does he do it again by accident? Like,
It's-
oh gosh, the second.
No, you saw the first one? You know how
Food
they launched
hurricane.
all the
Wait,
food
you
away?
saw the first one?
Oh, yeah. Multiple
I don't
times.
know. Maybe
I used to own-
read the book.
I used to
It's
own it
not
on. Used to own it on DVD.
The novel. The Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs novel.
No, it's a kid's book.
It's a kid's book. That's what the movie's based on.
Wait, it is?
yeah. It's based on
You
a
didn't know
goofy
that?
kid's book.
It's
No.
a great children's book too.
Yeah.
The
But-
movie's
and
completely different,
The
mind
children's
you.
book offers no exposition. It just starts raining food. Like it's not like there's no reason behind it. It's a kid's
No,
book.
the movie's
It's a
completely
picture book.
the movie's completely different from the book, but it is based off of an actual children's book.
Chris, wait, what was your topic?
I don't know. We keep getting off.
Meatball cast.
Something about
Do
Star Wars.
I need to save this?
Star Wars. Oh yeah,
No,
the
wait.
leaks.
No, the leak.
Do I need to save it for another week? How
Every
long have
time
we
you
been
say
recording?
the leaks for the rest of this podcast, everyone is gonna imagine just like a leak.
This like an onion. That's the same onion that
And not
Farfetch-
even like a leak, but
that,
like an
no,
onion.
that's the thing that Farfetched holds in Pokemon. That's a leak.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a fun fact for you.
Okay, but the leaks
It's a-
in Battlefront 2 have stated there
So
are
what
essentially
level do you need to be?
there's a lot of conversation in the Battlefront community right now over the heroes specifically that are launching with the game. Because the only prequel characters that we're rumored to get, now granted, we don't know how old these leaks are.
Yes.
I hate you two so much. We don't know how old this information is and how much might change. So I'm going to find every possible way to step around that word.
Sensitive
Um,
information.
But apparently the only prequel heroes that we'll be getting at launch are Darth Maul and Yoda, which we've already seen in trailers.
Which that's cool.
But
Which,
Yoda's,
I mean, that's-
Yoda's like only kind of a prequel character because Yoda.
Well, I mean, it's like Yoda with a light. It's like prequel Yoda
So
that we're getting.
Yoda has the leak and the lightsaber,
It's
So
an informational snafu.
dual wielding.
Anyways. So Yoda and Mace Windu
I
fight
hate this
Darth
podcast
Maul.
so much.
If anyone who watches this is good with Photoshop, could you like do that fight where Yoda's flipping around and
Just put a leak in his hand.
just making a leak in his hand?
I think that'd be After Effects, not Photoshop.
Yeah, and I just don't want to talk about it.
No worries. And people are like, well, like what the heck? I mean, prequel content is such a big part of the advertisement campaign. I mean, we're getting a lot of planets from the prequel era. But what DICE is doing with Battlefront 2 specifically is they're giving it the Titanfall 2 treatment DLC-wise, where all the future DLC is going to be free.
Which that's good. I guess it just depends on how many microtransactions they decide to shove in there, because they will be.
I know there will be loot boxes.
Yeah.
And that's my understanding, is that there will be loot box. It's almost going to be like Overwatch, I guess, is a better way to compare it. It's like you'll be able to get loot boxes, and then characters, maps, game modes, weapons, all that stuff is going to be free DLC.
But aren't there power-ups and like abilities that aren't free DLC?
Yeah, and again, the leaks / rumors or whatever is that they don't make that big of a difference.
But that would be like, I feel like that would be like playing League of Legends or like Overwatch, and they're being like, hey, like your character is like their E. Like, oh, like you want to play Zed? Like, well, your Shadow clone, you had to pay $1 to be able to use that ability. Like,
what it is that you just pay money for
$1 every.
You just pay money for you just pay money.
I played
for
a Zed game
the
yesterday.
loot
I don't
box.
have any money this week.
It's like you can still technically get it in the game. It's like the Bright engrams in Destiny.
But like that's different because Bright engrams aren't abilities. They're literally just shaders and like different colored.
Yeah, but you gotta
This is a
understand is what
debate
they
you two
are
have
is like
had
small
before.
stat boosts. And again,
Totally
these are just reports.
Yes.
These are just what people are saying in the alpha and that sort of thing. They're not leaks. Is that it's not it doesn't affect the gameplay at all.
But it's an ability. Like
I don't think you're getting actual abilities. I think you're just getting stat changes.
okay, what the? I got a +5 stat boost. Suck it. I can kill you because I have 5 more damage than you do. That's even worse.
Look, I don't know how it works, so I can't say anything
But I'm just
about
saying,
it.
if
The only thing I can tell you is that it has not been affecting the balance of the game so far.
In the same vein, have you heard about what's going on with Shadow of War?
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
It's so stupid.
Terrible.
Spoiler alert, our first, not even a spoiler alert because it didn't end up happening, our first should you buy was going to be Shadow of War, but then it got delayed, and thank God, because this game looks awful.
I wanted to want
NBA 2K might be worse. We were talking about this last night.
NBA 2K is
It's
worse.
just like it had so much potential, and like they introduced
still
all
haven't got to my
these
topic
features
yet,
and
funny
stuff
enough.
that could be so cool,
It's kind of a topic.
and then it's like, oh, we're gonna buy, a million orcs and raffle stomp some little dude who is actually playing the single player game and getting his things up, and I don't know, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
It doesn't at all.
But like, okay, here's the thing.
The problem with that though is because you'll be able to get upgrades for yourself quicker in a single player game, which tells me, now granted I could be wrong, but what that typically says to me is that it's almost like playing a mobile game, and that what they'll end up doing is just padding out the amount of time. It's like, sure, you can still make that up by playing the game or whatever, but it might take like 40 hours as opposed to just dropping $5 on the thing.
Oh my gosh.
You know what
well,
I
it's
mean?
like, okay, NBA 2K might be the most egregious
That's-
one I've
I mean,
heard
that's-
since Horse Armor. So, the Horse Armor meme...
Horse Armor was the original DLC.
We're not going to explain it. Just Google Horse Armor. Like Horse Armor DLC.
You got
it'll come up.
$5 for cosmetic DLC in Oblivion, and apparently that was a terrible thing back in the day. And now
Horse
now
Armor.
people do it willingly.
Right, I was gonna say $5. I'm sitting
In
here
a
thinking
sing-
only $5.
In a single player game.
Yeah.
I will. Riot has taken about 100 of my dollars for League.
Yeah.
Like, which is more money than I'm willing to admit I spent on League. And that's over the course of several years
Why
now.
not? I bought skins for the Batman Arkham games.
But this is a
So
single
what?
player game. I just like can't.
What's wrong with that?
Okay.
I wanted to play Batman Arkham City as the Batman Beyond Batman. I paid a couple bucks for it. It was totally worth it.
That
was
to me
awesome.
is different than I want my horse to have pretty armor.
How?
No,
Because,
I think it's the
because
same
that's
thing.
nostalgia. You're thinking like, man,
I
Batman Beyond.
wanted Batman to look cool.
No. You wanted Batman to be Batman Beyond. That was the first thing you
I
did. You
could've-
wanted him to be Batman Beyond.
I think
He's
you
not. It
guys-
doesn't change the
hold
voice, though.
on.
It's
I
literally
think
just a suit.
The Horse Armor and Batman Beyond is the same thing.
They're not.
They are.
I think it is because it's just cosmetics.
Wait, what? When you were,
No, but the
when
problem
you were a
is-
kid,
hold on.
did you watch the armored
It's-
horse?
Your-
Sam, it's the exact same thing.
Completely understandable dispute. One, I think those are the same thing. But two, your completely understandable dispute is that in a single player game, like those cosmetic things should be included.
Yeah, that if I bought the game, like in Animal Crossing, right? In Animal Crossing, you can just get a haircut. Once
I
you've
think-
unlocked the haircut, you just get a haircut.
I think in the current state of DLC and stuff, it just depends on like the general quantity of content you get per dollar. That's really like all it is.
I
Does that
don't
make
know.
sense?
Which is where I was going with this, because it looks like there's a lot of content that'll be launching with Battlefront 2, but people are still upset over essentially what we're getting. Do you feel that they're justified in that, because they've already said that Obi-Wan and Grievous are coming shortly after launch.
Right.
In addition to like Finn and Phasma for the sequel trilogy and that sort of deal, and it's going to be seasons just like Titanfall 2, where there's large batches of content every few months.
I guess here's the thing.
It really just depends.
The reason, I don't know if you weren't here, we were talking about this last night.
Which, I mean, that's what makes me excited about it, because I mean, it's already launching with essentially what was all of the content in the first game, all of this additional stuff that they've already put in the game, and then more stuff in the future.
Right.
Yeah, I can imagine if somebody, like, I didn't buy the first game, but because I respect my money. But
you can shut your dirty whore mouth. I was so happy with that purchase.
But like,
I got every dollar's worth.
I
out of
didn't
that
want to
game.
give them my money because I felt like I wasn't getting enough content for the first game.
Fair enough. I can respect that. I played the crap out of that game.
But
I can respect that, but shut up.
Yeah,
Shut
but
up.
you're wrong.
But I can understand. So Grievous isn't coming out at launch simply because they couldn't get his animations to work right.
Reportedly, they might have
it's-
fixed him. We don't know how old that
Honestly,
information is.
if Chris is
And
saying,
that's okay. I'm okay with that.
I would rather them delay a broken product.
it
and try
comes
and
to
get it out.
it comes down to like the whole DLC trip of like, oh, okay, how much of this was taken out of the game to be put in as like day one DLC that's paid for, and in this case, as long as
I
they
don't really think that's how.
But like Phasma and Finn, you cannot tell me that they can't render the animations and like.
But what I'm
boost some
saying-
stats to make
well,
that
well,
happen.
Chris-
They might though. I get the feeling that because the majority of the stuff that we're getting at launch, a lot of it is stuff from the original trilogy. I mean, they've only been working on this game for 2 years. I guarantee you that EA/Disney did a huge push to make sure that this launches before The Last Jedi.
But Chris, what I'm saying is that like this seems to not be the case. Like that whole day one
Yeah.
DLC thing, it seems not to be the case in the new Battlefront. Like,
Yeah.
So
Which I think is good. I mean, it's
I
looking
think it should be
promising to
fine.
me so far.
If they are doing what you say that they're doing, because I haven't actually read the thing, but if if
I looked
they're
at a
gonna do
bunch of
thing-
the stuff in this.
Right,
There's
and I
some
believe
cool
you,
stuff
but-
coming out in this game, man.
I'm going to pre-order it whenever I get back. I'm flying to Colorado in like 30 hours.
I already
But
pre-ordered the deluxe edition.
when I get back from Colorado, I'm gonna I'll
Dude,
pay it again.
I hope by some
Pre-order
shadow of a
it.
doubt, Shadow of Mordor ends up being
Shadow of War.
freaking
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm waiting till that game's out for a couple weeks.
Oh,
I'm not
totally,
buying
me
it at
too.
launch.
I hope it ends up being amazing and it gets 100 positive reviews and whatever. But
Because I want to like the game, because the
500
first game was awesome, but it's like
Right.
WB's doing all that. Did you hear about the other thing that WB did with Shadow of War? Not just the microtransaction thing.
what?
Oh, this
Stop
is,
ruining my life right now.
No, this one legitimately makes me not want to buy
Chris
the
is like,
game.
I'm about to blow your whole day up.
I almost don't want to tell you. This legitimately makes me not want to buy the game at all.
What?
I don't,
I'm sorry, it sounded so sad there.
Oh,
What?
I don't know if you
Oh,
heard.
no.
They recently had. I got kind of recently. They had a member of the development team pass away, and
Oh, okay.
to honor him, they created an orc that they're releasing as like day one DLC that you can purchase, and he has like all these benefits for you in the game, and it's named after him and that sort of thing. And like, oh, that's cool.
Sure, whatever. I mean,
And
I really think like a memoir, like
well,
a memoir thing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. Is that they're adding him, and their advertisement is, you pay $5 like, and the money for this DLC is going to go to his family.
Okay, that's totally fine. Though.
What's actually happening with
Except-
this?
Stop it!
This is where it gets bad.
Emotional roller coaster.
What's actually happening with it is that that offer is only eligible in a couple states, and 3 of that $5 is going to the family, and the other 2 are going to WB. But they're still offering that DLC worldwide.
Because it took the developers so much time to type in the new entry name for this dude. That's ridiculous.
Well, here's the shady thing is that it's only a handful of states that the money is going to the family of this guy, and they're offering that DLC worldwide. The rest of that is going in WB's pockets, and everyone is upset about it because that's shady as crap,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and that legitimately makes me not want to buy the game
But
anymore.
why is it only certain states? Like, are there like some kind of laws in the rest of the states, or
I have no idea.
Because it's one thing where like with some like websites like FanDuel or things like that where they're only legal in certain states
Sure.
with, like gambling
Right.
laws, but this doesn't feel like a gambling law unless
No.
you're gambling.
I don't
on
know
this
the
game by
specific
buying
reason,
it.
but the fact that they're doing it worldwide and just pocketing the rest of the money, it just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, that's
and
bad.
at that point, if that's why you want the DLC out there, but you can't make sure that offers, like, don't sell it then. You know what I mean?
That's a shame.
Because then you just end up with bad PR, which they did. Because I don't
yeah.
want to buy their game anymore.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that, and now I'm back to not wanting to buy their game either.
Which is a shame, because
I'm
I
gonna
just
have
saw
to
the
do some
live action
research for
trailer for
myself,
this
see if
thing, and it
it's-
looks like freaking Lord of the Rings, and it was awesome.
Right.
I was
love Lord of the
so
Rings.
impressed with the live action trailer, and I was like, I want to like you, I really do. I'm having such a hard time liking it. They also like murdered the character of Shelob. I'm still upset about
And
that.
you know what else is great, kind of like Lord of the Rings?
Yeah,
Our Patreon.
it is
So
pretty.
we have a Patreon.
Darth Vader!
Vader!
Dude,
Broken.
the timing on that? What? Is there like a ghost in here?
So we have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/SavePoint Productions. The Patreon goes to support the channel. We
This
have
has like a
this is gonna
floss attached to it. Okay, when I say Patreon, pull. Okay.
this is gonna be a segment we're gonna do every now and then. Where we're gonna shout out some of our cool patrons who are doing great things, and we have one right now. His name's Jeff, and Jeff's the man.
All one of you
Thank you, Jeff.
who just recently
Yeah,
upped his
Jeff,
patronage.
you're awesome.
Yeah, Jeff's
Jeff.
the man. Like seriously, I haven't seen Jeff in a while. and
Thanks
I'm
for
like,
the money, Jeff.
Actually, though, you're the best.
Yeah, Jeff's a cool
We love
guy.
you.
Jeff has some of the best hair of anyone I've ever met in my entire life. Like Jeff has this great hair.
That kind of hurts me a little bit.
His hair is really nice.
Chris is like,
Anyway, so Jeff's the man. Thank you so much for our one patron, Jeff. If you'd like to get mentioned in the video, link to the Patreon down below. Additionally, we have some Twitters. Those are also down there.
They're in
Caleb
there
is at
somewhere.
twitch.tv/Colonel Tater, which I don't think you actually streamed since we started the channel. So I
did
shout
once.
out your Twitch every time, and I'm not sure.
He did once.
I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. And I did it 2 weeks ago, and I was like, holy crap, why am I streaming again? What? So I am currently in the process. I'm going to buy myself a new microphone and other things that are unrelated to this channel. So anyways, continue your words.
Anyway, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. The big, honestly, a lot of people who have like mostly friends of ours, if you're watching right now, who want to support our channel. The number one thing you can do to support our channel, besides just subscribing to it, is sharing it with your friends. That's how we're gonna grow, especially in the early days.
Absolutely. I see it.
Yeah.
That's like Sam was saying. Our
sharing
viewership right
is
now
caring.
is basically just our friends, which that's cool. And thank you so much for watching. We really,
All
really
30 of
appreciate
our friends,
that.
I guess.
But we want this to also reach people that we don't know, and you know, kind of turn this into a big community. Because I mean, when we created the channel, our goal to set out was to create the vibe of sitting on the couch with a couple buddies, having a
You sit
conversation,
there
having
next to
having a
Caleb.
drink, playing video games
Hey.
together, and
Come join us on this journey right here. Thank you.
we want to create
Right
that
here.
community, and we can't do that
I
without
kept
more
it
people.
warm for you.
More people.
So sharing with everybody, everywhere, all the time, would be huge for us.
I only spilled
And-
coffee on the seat once.
All you gotta do is press a button on Twitter, press a button on Facebook. You don't even have to put any words in it. Be like, hey, watch this.
Yeah, there's a share button. There's a share button right below us. As a one quick final note, also, if you own a company and you want to sponsor us and give us money, and we'll talk about your company,
And then our stuff will get better.
and if you want to unbox, we can open. We're an unboxing.
You can
cast
unbox
now.
the lights.
Hey guys, welcome to Xbox controller unboxing 4.
If you have any Darth Vaders that you want to send to me, I will
Yeah.
unbox them
It's like-
on camera.
We should.
Or other Star Wars toys.
Yeah,
For
we will-
instance, if you can find a Darth Revan, please send it to me. I will pay you
Whoa.
back for it. Mother of Jesus, I want that Black Series
I
Darth
mean,
Revan.
it's a
name was
shame
Mary.
that, you know,
she was a virgin.
Chris's Darth Revan is going to go missing so
You will
unexpectedly.
not touch Darth Revan.
See, the best part is gonna be when I touch Darth Revan.
Yeah, really, it's going to
sounds-
go missing, and Sam and me and Chris are going to be in an argument. And Sam's
And
going to
I'm
be
gonna
like,
Sam's like got it in
Have,
his
like-
pocket.
a Darth Revan shaped like dent in my pants, just like.
I don't know what happened, guys.
He's like rubbing it.
Is that? Are you happy to see me, or is that just Darth Revan?
Is that Darth Revan in
Is
your
that a
pants?
Darth Revan in your pocket?
There's a Darth Revan in my boot.
Okay. I'm going
Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna
If you liked
press
it, leave a
Just
like.
took-
If you
you
didn't,
just took
subscribe.
that joke out back
Goodbye.
and shot it.
Yeah.
Get out!